That is definitely Joe's face every time he hears that my gain is only halfway up. We're going to talk about the math, the science, everything behind it, and of course we're going to do it on the live dyno with a kicker KX600.1 and with a multimeter that's free. And we got the SPL lab there just to make sure it backs it up. And it's Tuesday, so guys, do not forget to enter the giveaway. This is Kicking It with Andy. Let's kick it off.
Let's get it.
With Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy.
Uh-oh.
Kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy.
Yeah. Okay. I see what we're doing. Kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud. Hey, yo, we kicking it with Andy at the house. He's coming to you live from the casting couch. He's a kicker freak. Hey, yo, what you think? So grab a seat and get your favorite drink. Don't go nowhere, you'll be glad you waited. Andy content comes highly rated. He got more hits than a Brooklyn mobster, doing hair tricks in the Cookie Monster. Straight give you goosebumps like you ticklish. Hey yo, rest in peace to Chris the Fish. You'll get your popcorn and he's going live, but the show don't start till Deviant arrives. What?
John K. rolled up to learn some sound effects. You met the good peeps, now we chillin', relax. The after show is lit, yo, check the live chat. And in the clips, you wanna try that. Kicking it with Andy is such a dope show. He's a super positive and a super chill bro. Making us laugh with his McGill memes. Quality content in all of his streams. Why does Cookie Monster bang harder than a wall? Cause he was the big brand that started it all. Kick your bass so low that it's messing with your psyche. Y'all running sketchin' while my homie running Nike. My homie running Nike. My homie running Nike. My homie running Nike.
We clipping them Nikes tonight, scuffing them on the sides.
Hey yo, Johnny.
Let's go.
Have a seat, relax. We got this nigga.
You did good, Johnny. You did good.
Yeah. Hey yo, check me out. Third verse like that, we say the best for last. Drop a super chat to get your questions asked. 5K subs, yo, he gon' hit. Got a L7X and a Recon kit. Tuesday and Friday, yo, we on the set. Unless he get that Patreon check, go ahead, subscribe, and he's on the mic. If you gotta run by, please hit the like. Solo and Wiz got that fish tank filled, but is he ever gonna finish that Walmart build? Ain't got a witness, so we'll never know. That was 3 minutes, now enjoy the show. Let's go.
My homie running Nike.
Hey yo, Andy, we love you, boy. Keep doing your thing, King. You got this.
My homie running Nike.
Yeah, Spider-Man, I think you're right, man. You know, it might be better than just turning the gain halfway up. What is up, everybody? Man, always changing stuff up, having fun here. Today is Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about setting your gain with a multimeter with math. Volts, impedance, resistance, multiplication, division, math. It's going to be great. And I feel like this is a topic that a lot of people can relate to. Setting their gain. It's the number one thing you got to do when you're turning your system on. It's not a volume knob. It kind of acts like one, don't it? But it's not. And we're going to talk about, hey, you know, the pros and cons of just matching with the clean signal and maybe matching it with your equipment that you have. And just the whole thing with that, man. It's going to be awesome. Tonight is Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. I got my cameras everywhere, so it's a little combobbered. We're going to be over on the side over there momentarily. 44 of you guys are in here tonight. I love you. And by the way, we just hit 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. You literally make this show what it is. And, 6K in the bag. Hear that, Johnny? This is great. What's going on, Garrick? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and I love this. I press a little button. Boom! There's a Kicker Unmasked link dropped into the comments. It's perfect for what we do here. What's going on, Frank the Tank? JK! JXKE, look, Mom on TV. That's literally how I feel. I love it. Thank you, man, for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Thank you. Charlie, what is going on? Welcome to the show. Brian Townsend, man, you guys are awesome. Andy's the only kicker person that responds. Hey, you know what? I'm just trying to do, it's not my job, but I feel like it is, and I try to help as much as I can, because that's a well-oiled machine. There's lots of gears and lots of buttons to press. You got to press the right one. Thank you, JT Knight, for $4.99 super chat. That's a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. And we are kicking this show off fast.
Well, would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate the support. This guy's been tuning in for a while now. Thank you for being here, and thank you for just showing the support, man. The support, Bubba. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for being here. And BT, the man, 5 more members.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, man. And the membership, the green team, it's a thing, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Brian. Press the buttons. That's how I feel. Press the button. Perfect functionality. All right, 40 people watching. Hit the like. Of course, we got it over here as well. Yes, we have 20 likes. 45 on there. Come on, guys. Let's get it up there. Thank you, Dubby. I appreciate you. And we might do a little 6K t-shirt giveaway at the end of the show after we do all the kicker giveaways, just for hitting 6,000 members today on Tuesday. And the 50, well, actually, you know what? We're going to do it with the 50% off coupon code. So if you win that, you're going to get a 6K subscriber t-shirt me and W are going to put together, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, W, he's just finding that out now. Love you, W. Appreciate you guys. Jay Shipes, thank you, man. Throwing out the pennies, all knobs to the right is protocol. It really is. That's it, man. Thank you for tuning in, Jay. I appreciate that you're here. Thank you for supporting. And you know, the gain knob, man, I don't know how many times I've seen comments in Facebook groups of the gain's halfway, or my volume's only halfway and my gain's halfway. I got so much more. And I'm going to show you a little bit with that when we go over there and do that in like 3 minutes here. I'm really going to just get over there so we can talk about everything afterwards, because it's not crazy, man. It's setting the gain, and yeah, this is what we do here, live demonstrations of it. And so if you guys got questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. I appreciate you guys tuning in, being here. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you, man. And yes, everything goes to the right, including your high pass. Let's see. Awesome. Was I the 6,000th subscriber? I subscribed right before joining the show started. You're probably 606, but it's, you know what? It's not like I'm counting over here. Every subscriber matters. Thank you so much for subscribing and tuning in, man. Appreciate that you're here, dude. Like, this is what I do, and you know, I know there's a lot of other YouTubers out there. We all have one love, and it's car audio, man. Thank you for being here, and thank you for subscribing. Of course, we got Kicker Club over here. What's going on, Lane, Summer, Michael? What's going on, everybody? Drew Landers, what is up? David, thank you guys for tuning in on Kicker Club. You guys are awesome. Go share it on Kicker Club if you're on there. Hit share on YouTube. I wish I could. Shane Britton, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Tonight is awesome. I was like, you know what? After Tuesday, when we blew up this Kicker comp, it's sitting right over here still. I love it, the smell. It's like a cologne. Clip coil. should be a thing. And I'm like, how do I top that? And I was like, you know what? Go to the basics. Go to the basics. It's going to be awesome, man. Appreciate you guys. Again, don't forget to enter the giveaway. I'm just going to be smashing that every time just because it's so easy to just drop a link with the Kicker Unmasked weekly giveaway. Thank you, Kicker, for doing this. And yeah, man, awesome show they did last week and again next week. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday between me and Kicker, man. What's going on, Mike DePoli? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you big time, dude. You guys are awesome. Shazzy, Andy, the baddest kicker man in the land. Hey, I will take it, but there's a lot of guys out there that love kicker too, man. And I'm just happy to be in a position I am to talk about it. Thank you so much, everybody. And 25 is calling for rain.
Make it rain.
Hit it, Michael.
Peace. Thank you, 25 OG, always tuning in. Thank you for being here, man. You guys are awesome. All right, cool. I'm catching up. What's up, Stu? Now, what's different is I got this whole new studio pretty much, right? And I can switch so fast, headphones, and it's literally what I do. So I'm so excited to actually do this live for the first time. Let's give it a go. Check this out. And we're ready. That's so fast. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go over to the Amp Dyno area and check it out. Bubba, I love his song. Gotta get this track from Andy. YouTube. I just downloaded it from YouTube. And non-copyright. So that's great. All right, cool. So we're over here. Let me get all my camera stuff situated over here. Can we switch from 4 to 2? Perfect. We got everything going. All right, let me get the comments here. All right, my head looks really big right there. Let me move over just a little bit. Jeez. Next thing you're gonna be like, hey, Andy, you got a big head. They mean it in the best way. Thank you, Jake, for throwing. Is it CJ? No, he just wants me to look at it.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Thank you, Jake. In the lab, cooking up some boxes, CNC, spitting out the flat packs and prefabs. Super humbled to see the support, but damn, I am tired. LOL, hit the like. Jake has been kicking butt with the 50% off all flat packs for enclosures. If you want an enclosure, hit up SDK Enclosures on Facebook. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you, man. You guys are awesome. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Thank you, Mac. Man, you know, if it wasn't for these guys and you watching and supporting, I wouldn't have half of this stuff. I'll tell you that. And pretty much every penny I get from you guys goes into the studio, into these shows. So thank you. Just thank you for everything you guys do, man. What's going on? Jeff Wallace, what is up? Demondre Spreadily, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. All right, so I wanted to throw up a website. I'm going to do it later. Its link is in description for the website that is pretty just straight cut, right to the point of how this works. And I'm going to break it down to you guys even simpler. So all you're going to do is say you have your amplifier, or maybe you don't even have your amplifier. Let's take a one step back, not too far back, one step. You buy this L7S 8-inch, right? And we're going to pretend this is a dual 4 because it's actually a dual 2. And the way you do this, it is by math, so the impedance has to be correct. Well, the resistance, whatever. So you would wire it at 2 ohms. So you want an amplifier, you know, everyone says, you know, match RMS with RMS, and that will work. It will work. But what I like to do, especially with people that like to have it a little bit louder, they don't mind if, like, okay, maybe I'm not clipping, but just playing a little louder, but maybe not as long. And if I start to smell something, then I turn it down. Now, if you're trying to set it for somebody that has no idea what they're doing, maybe you go even lower. And that's the whole fun part about this, because you can literally dictate how much RMS just peak power that you're going to be throwing to this. And we all know with the RMS test we did with the, well, it's blown up over there, with the Kicker Comp, that was 150, but it was only seeing like 30 to 80 to 90 watts, give or take. And that was set clean as it could, and that's really how RMS ratings work. Now, obviously, some speakers, and we found out the Kicker could survive a sine wave. Now, not all situations are the same and all frequencies and enclosures, but still, they can take some power. So, the point I want to get at is literally, when you're picking out an amplifier, that's a little bit easier than picking out the woofer, because that's what's making the sound. The amplifier is just, you know, producing the power to make the sound, and there's factors in that, but we're trying to keep it very simple tonight, like we always try to the point of, I see a lot of people say to run an amplifier that is 125% the RMS of the driver you're using. And I believe that fully, and maybe even more so. Just a little, you can never have too big of an amplifier, because with math, as you're going to see shortly here, it doesn't matter. You can dial it down and it's never going to go over those power ratings of RMS. So, we have a 600 watt amplifier here, and it actually does 700. So that's the thing too. Try to keep it with matching equipment as much as you can. You can't go wrong, but I would, and that's why Kicker amplifiers seem to do a little bit more than rated. And I feel like there's something to that too. So whenever you do set it with the RMS numbers, you're not per se right on the edge of clipping, and you don't want to be on the edge of clipping. That's why I say run a bigger amplifier and turn the gain down. That's it. And you'll never go over that power. You'll never clip. That's the point. And whenever you don't clip, you can actually send more clean power than you would if it was the same power and clipped. Why that happens, there's a lot more to it, but from my understanding of what I learn is the woofer literally stops. You know, that sound wave isn't bouncing. It would be like if you're running, and instead of bouncing when you're running, you're just stopping and then picking up your leg, and it's harder. So that, and just cooling properties of how the speaker moves and cools the woofer down, of just stopping and bouncing. I don't know. There's a lot to it. I'm trying to simplify it some, but at the end of the day, a subwoofer can take more power that is clean versus distorted. So what we're going to do is do math. We're going to do math. I appreciate you guys. 69 of you are in here. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes. So what we're going to do, let's turn on this multimeter here. And these are the ones that you can buy at Harbor Freight for like $6.99 inflation. They used to be $5. But I asked the guy, hey, aren't these free? And he said, yeah, if you sign up through their email, you can get a coupon for one every month for free. Now, is this the best one? No, not at all. I picked up this one recently just because I wanted another one, and it was $20, and it's the same size of that. I was like, that's convenient. And of course, I have another one over here. You know, multimeters are really your main tool you're going to use in car audio. You know, these can test impedance, continuity, AC, DC voltage, current, up to 10 amps, depending. You know, you can find out what's wrong with your system with this before anything else. Just by guessing. It takes time out of your schedule, or gives you time back to your schedule. So, now with the math, how do we do this stuff? How do we do the math portion of this? And to break it down as simple as I can explain it is, say you have 450 watts RMS, okay? And this amplifier, if we just set it with the DD1 or with the SPL Lab up to its cleanest power, it's going to deliver 600 plus RMS. Not a complete sine wave, but just how RMS is, you know, more power. And I feel like that's where people can run into an issue too when they just match it. If they match it, they're right up against that wall. And they could run into clipping by, you know, playing a song that may be recorded a little bit louder. With this method of running an amplifier that's 25% larger, at least, just so that you're not up against that border of clipping, and you'll be able to play a lot longer. I'm telling you. I will never go back. I can never have a big enough amplifier for my system. And seems like the speakers want more. So all you're going to do is, there's two ways to do it, but we're going to do it just the simple way, just figuring out the volts on here. We have the multimeter literally just plugged in normally, not in the top, that's for current, and into the amplifier in its outpost, whatever. And that's it. And we play our sine wave, right? Bryson, I am live. I love you. Hi. Love you, buddy. So what we're going to do, not distracted at all. Not distracted at all. Okay, so all you're going to do is take the power that you want to get is 450 watts, right? 450 RMS. And at that impedance, the impedance is the key, the resistance. So then you're going to take 450 watts times 2, because that's the impedance. And then you'll get 900. I'll pull it up here on my phone here. I can't do everything. Let's see. So 450 times 2, and iPhone makes it real easy. You just hit this, and then you find the square root. It's got the number 2 and an X. So we want to be set at 30 volts AC to be 450 watts RMS on this amplifier clean. And that's the point, because you want to run a bigger amp, because you might have voltage drop. I need that. You might have voltage drop, and your amplifier can no longer produce, set at that gain marker of the amplifier, it can no longer produce that cleanly. And that's why, you know, it's hard to say, oh, set your gain under a load. I mean, it's noisy, but it's going to give you something a little bit more accurate, where maybe you have to pull that gain down just a little bit, because now you're clipping, because your voltage is suffering. And there's tons of variables, so let's keep it simple. Appreciate you guys. We're going to get to the test. I wanted to explain that. Baba, 65 viewers, but only 35 likes. If you are really like, go and hit the like to show your support. Well, hello there, Mr. Costly Clip.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the like. You gotta hit the like. Love them. It's real easy. That thing that goes like this. Pretty simple.
That's it. Thank you, Baba. Man, these guys are kicking butt, man. Kicking butt. Thank you, Baba. Appreciate that you're here. Thank you for just supporting everything that you do. The Hertz Locker, Andy in the house, taking the school, bro. You rock. I like the icon profile picture, man. Thank you for being here. And that means a lot, dude. Means a lot. Man, I feel like I am so behind on the comments, but this show is going to be insane. Yes, do not trust the boss ratings, but you can match boss subs with boss amps and not have an issue. Mike DePoli with another $5. Man, these guys are...
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Everyone smash the like button. Congrats, Andy, on 6,000 subs. You deserve it, bro. Thank you, Mike. Man, you know, 6,000. It's crazy. We're growing. We're growing. I just started paying for vidIQ, and I'm going to try to see if we can bump up them numbers even more, man. You know, I feel like 10K by the end of next year. That's reasonable, if not more. Let's see, man. Thank you, Mike. You just got to look at it. Would you look at that? Thank you, William. All right, cool. So let's get to the testing. I have to bounce back and forth there with the comments, the show, everything else we're doing. All right, so we want to do 30 volts AC. Now, we're going to go to kicker.com and play their test tones. Test tones are another thing that are very, very, very important. And the type of music that you're playing, what it's recorded at. But we're going to keep it simple. We're going to try 0 dB full scale first. Means just no reduction in power of the sine wave, and especially for like a burping situation when you're competing, this would be perfect. Just be entirely clean. But who burps when they're clean? So not me. Either way, let's get this thing going. Let's go to 30 volts. Now, head unit is very important too. You know, I can make a whole nother video just by setting your head unit. But to be honest with you, a lot of head units clip pretty early. They're not going to go full tilt boogie. They're just not. I have mine set at 22 out of 35. I could go about 27, but it's, man, even with, I will show you, if I put this all the way up, I can't even get a clean sine wave. Look at it. I am at 3% distortion here. My gain's all the way down. We're not even at 30 volts. Look at that. That wave is not, we're at 3% distortion where we want to be at, just because our head unit is set all the way up. Now let's turn that head unit down to about 24. And then go back up to that 30. Wow. Clean sine wave. So garbage in, garbage out, man. You know, it doesn't get much more simpler than that, where everything has to work. And you can even use your multimeter here to test your pre-out voltage. Now, it's not going to show you distortion like the SPLab or DD1 will, but it will still show you the volts. Anywhere from like under a volt, hopefully not, but some do. They're really cheap. And up to like 4 or 5 volts of pre-out. Now, I've even had cheap dual head units. They put out 4 volt pre-out, but anything after 1.5 was square. So it's pretty much unusable. So you want to have your head unit set first and then go from there. So we're still at, let me pull this back down here. Thank you, Ashy. Appreciate you, man. Jason Stokes has been living under a rock. I didn't even know they had test tones. Yes, they do. Kicker.com in the tech and support section, and you will find test tones. So again, as you can see, we're at 30 volts AC on this. 30 volts. I mean, you can see it's pretty close. I mean, for a meter that's free, and you know that you're never going to clip this thing, it's perfect. It really is. Now, some people are going to say, I don't want to set my thing at 0 dB full scale. I like to be at -10. And again, being the amplifier's bigger, and you're still setting it at that volts RMS, even though you're below on the full scale to get more out of it, you're not close to that wall of clipping of the amplifier. So go ahead. Go ahead, and you'll find different things that work better or not as good, depending on the music you listen to, if it's got more dynamic ranges or not. If it's got a lot of dynamic ranges, maybe a 0 dB full scale is better for you, an SQ kind of system. Whenever you lower that, all it's doing is making the amplifier more sensitive. That's pretty much what's happening. So, Speedway Audio, I use a line driver from Audio Control and get 6 volts. I mean, line drivers are the way to go, and what's awesome about Kicker amplifiers, not these ones, this is kind of old, this is from 2005 here, they will take up to 40 volts of this. 40 volts AC. Now, is that per RCA? I'm not entirely sure, but I've never put that much into them, aka 400 watts, which so then you can have a lot more than 6. And that's what's cool. I use the Key 200.4, and I used to drive it into my 360.4, and it works out great. All right, so what else I want to do? Okay, let's do the -10 dB full scale for the bass heads. And another thing to note too is on, see if I can get this on here, on Kicker.com with all these test tones they have here, I would always take a look at MP3, WAV, or, you know, just different formats where if you're playing on Spotify, maybe MP3 is the way to go for you. If you're playing like FLAC files and stuff like that, then .wav is going to be the way to go. Just there to be really precise. Now, again, with these test tones, we got 50 and 1000 hertz. You're going to want to do the 50 hertz because this is for a subwoofer. If you're doing mids and highs, you can do the same thing, but I would suggest always do -0, just 0 dB full scale. You don't want to be clipping on your mids and highs whatsoever. But again, run a bigger amplifier, you're never going to clip. You're going to overdrive the woofer before you clip, and honestly, your ears like that more. So, again, with the 50 hertz, there's 0 dB, and then we got -5, and then we got -10. So, let's play that -10 dB full scale and see where we're reading at on here. Nothing. Hold on. That's reading. The SPL lab isn't reading. I probably bumped it right here. Yeah, I did. There we go. Well, it's reading a lot lower, and I had to put it up some. So as you can see, you know, if you play something that is a 0 dB, like a test tone, and you know you're setting your gain up here at 30, all the way up here. Look how far up, how much higher we are. We're at 30 volts where we were set before, but the gain is over halfway up. It's literally over halfway up just to do that. You know, so we're making the amplifier a lot more sensitive by doing that, and you're going to notice that. You really are. You're going to hear it in the tonality of the bass. I'm not saying, you know, you're going to hear Michael Jackson singing, but it's just, and that's where crossovers come into play too. And we're gonna talk about that next. But it'll just be a lot more sensitive, to put it in layman's terms. All right, so we can run that -10. Doesn't matter what you do, really. It really doesn't. It just, you know, how safe do you want to play it, and stuff along those lines. I mean, -5 to -10 for a subwoofer system should be plenty. And again, you're not going to be clipping because you have an amplifier that can do a lot more. You know, say we got that 30 volts, okay, and we're set at -10 dBs, but then we play, you know, DJ Rusticles, not DJ Rusticles, but like, you know, bass boosted from YouTube, you know, oh yeah, they got an easy 9 dB in there. Oh man, you know, it's just, boom, doubles it. Well, I'd say 3 dB, but still, I don't know. It just, you can see where you can clip. Now, if you're at 30 volts like how we set it, and we can even turn this bass boost up more because this amplifier can do clean, well, about 48 I think it was. Yeah. 48, 49-ish, 48 volts. Not even 49. But see, we got the bass boost on too. Like, I'm turning up the bass boost. I'm not turning up the gain. So, just because you have bass boost does not mean that it's bad. It's just going to amplify whatever this is set at. Usually it's like 40, 45 hertz. A little crescendo peak around there, rather than being flat, it's going to pick it up in the middle around 45 hertz and be punchier at that tone. Now, if I go and play, you know, a different frequency and only turn the bass boost up, it's not going to pull it up as much because it's not centering right there. It's centering down at 45 hertz, which is, there's a lot to this stuff, man. There really is. There really, really is. Yes, 25. Play the 0 at that gain. Okay, yes. All right, let me play. All right, so at this right here, at the full tilt here, or at the 30 on the -10. I think he meant at the 30. So we would set, well, I mean, we could do clean too. That's the thing. That might, I don't know if that would still, I think it would still clip, man. So we're clean there, 48.7. And then I can go and switch to the -10 or 0 dB full scale and play that. No, we're clipping. It doesn't matter. And that was just, you know, what have you. Yeah, wow, that makes a big difference. Big, big difference. Let's go back to that -10 again. Yep, clean. So, you know, again, but we already kind of had that figured out, just for the simple fact that, let me turn this bass boost down. We don't need all that. Let me turn this up to 30. Bear with me here, guys. Around 30. And, you know, it's nice because you're not going to clip, so you don't have to have it perfect. But whenever I was trying to get it perfect without clipping, I'm like, you know, real hesitant about it. That's what's nice about running a bigger amplifier. You don't have to worry about clipping. A little bit of power can hurt you, but not as fast as clip power will. So that is the 0 dB full scale. Let's play the 10 dB. Oh, not that one. 10 dB. Where is she? Nope, that's 100 hertz. We need 50. There it is. Well, maybe that was 10. I'm getting confused now. Let me get to the comments. Man, we got 75 all together. You guys are awesome. I love you. What is going on, Blake? Thank you for tuning in. Awesome. Mr. Blake, I'd be curious if there's a measurable, let alone audible difference in a 50 hertz sine wave being played via MP3 or FLAC. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's do our 0 dB MP3. We'll set it at our 30 volts AC. And again, this is going to show that we can set our gain with this multimeter that cost us nothing. Well, I wouldn't say nothing. You go to Harbor Freight and pick up other things too to go there. 30. I liked it where I had it. There we go. That's perfect. One, right about there. 30.2, 30.3. That's at 0 dB full scale on an MP3. Now let's try the FLAC file, 0 dB. 30.7. It's a little higher. 30.9, almost 31. We're getting a little bit more. It's like more information. More information. Wasted or not, it's more information. Good idea, Blake. Let's see. That's not clipping. That's just consistent. Thank you, Budget J. I appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you. Loved your interviews, by the way, with Rob and Bass Dad. It's great to see, you know, a YouTuber's face you never seen before. Appreciate you being here. You just gotta look at it, William. That's it. All right. So, what's going on, Franco? J5 needs more input. Yes, indeed, he does. He does. Thank you for being here. Can you try different frequencies? Absolutely, Demo. I was actually doing that off camera, and I would be happy to show you guys what it does. All right, so let's not do that. Let's go to our test tone generator. It was on here. You know what? I was messing around with mine on my phone. This is my old phone. Now, what are we looking at there? All right, so that's full tilt boogie on a sine wave just at 50 hertz on my app here, my test tone. And that's the same thing as 0 dB full scale. And you can see it's doing 31, 30.7, about the same as that FLAC file. So, pure sine wave. Now, let's try. Now, before I do this test, I want to explain something. This amplifier has a built-in subsonic crossover. A lot of them do. Or they just can't play that low. Who knows the exact situation. Now, can you crank the gain up? Say, hey, it's got a built-in subsonic, but all I play is 20 hertz. Then just turn the gain up a little bit. That's all you gotta do. That's how we fix a lot of things, right? And then again with your high pass crossover here. So let me, yeah, because this is wide open still. We're like 150, 200 there, and that's the thing too. before I even get into the different frequencies, I want to show you guys something. So we're playing this 0 dB full scale, just a test tone. We're at 31 volts AC, 50 hertz. Now, watch what happens when I turn the crossover to get rid of the vocals and all that fun stuff you don't want coming through your amplifier. When I turn it down to 50, look how low it goes. 24 volts. You know, and most people say, set it to 80, set it to about 100. Well, this right here is right dab in the middle, and we're still lower than we were before. You know, so if you go and tune it and then mess with your high pass, you're going to have problems. Crossovers. Either side of the pass band, you're going to have problems if you're doing all this. So that's the thing. What might take an extra step is literally setting your gain. All right, we're good there. But I'm getting a little bit more vocals out of, you know, whatever. Out of my enclosure is not built for that, and I don't want it to be playing those 70 hertz notes as hard. So I'm going to set a crossover. So it naturally cuts off the power, eliminates the wasted information, and you can actually play a little bit louder than you normally could, because when a woofer is playing out of its range, especially higher frequencies, it's not moving as much, and it generates more heat. It can't dissipate the heat as fast because it's not moving as much. Lots of factors, but still, you're wasting power, wasting information. So, and that's the thing, man. So if you have an amplifier that is RMS for RMS, and then you set it with this all the way down, you know, you turn this all the way down, and then you set your gain. You know, you're not paying attention. You go and set your gain. All right, well, I'm at 30 volts RMS here. And then, you know, oh man, this is all the way down. I need to turn this up. Whoa, 40 volts AC, 40. And then how you do the opposite of that is you do 40 squared, and then divided by 2 ohms. Now you're applying 800 watts of RMS to that at 2 ohms, technically, just by the math. So that's a lot more power. You know, it's just, there's a lot of variables that go into this, and just setting it with the multimeter, but just to set that you're clean, it's the way to do it. So again, we're gonna got those open. Let's just set this down to where we were at 30 volts. Appreciate you guys, man. We still have 70 people here. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Come on, we need 30, not 31. And that's what's crazy. Like this little $5 meter, $20 meter, make the investment, guys. This is going to be your best friend. It's not going to talk back to you. It's not going to disappoint you, other than maybe the voltage rating when you first find out how low your voltage is dropping. It's an awesome tool to use for everyday stuff. So frequencies, let's try them. Let's go up. Since we got that pass band open, the crossover open, see, we're still at that 30-ish volts AC, and we're all the way up to 85, 90 hertz. 100 hertz, still about 30 volts. Now let's go down below 50. 40 hertz-y, and then 27, you start to see that drop off. I believe there's a subsonic filter built in here around 24 hertz, give or take, 25 hertz maybe, and you can see how that goes down, plus the ability of the amplifier to just, you know, produce power at 10 hertz isn't as good, but that crossover subsonic infrasonic filter is definitely cutting it off at 5 hertz down to 10 volts. Now all you would have to do, say you want to play 10 hertz, man, all you gotta do is turn up the gain a little bit there. You know what I'm saying here? See, look, now we can go right back up to our 30 volts. We're still clean. That is a long wave. Look how long that wave is. That's what I'm saying, man. The low frequencies are really, really long. We just made it longer by going down to 10 hertz. That's a lot of wasted information down there. And but we're still able to do it clean, so you can play 10 hertz on your little 8-inch L7 kicker over here. on your KX 600.1 and you're good to go. So it's really just the math that is involved with all of this. You take your power and then times the final impedance load you're going to be running on the amplifier. So, you know, if you got a dual 4, you know, and you want to wire it at 8 ohms, then you have to set it higher. But then is that amplifier able to do 450 watts at 8 ohms? Probably not. Well, this one probably could, but a lot of amplifiers, they're going to start to fall off at that point. So that's kind of what you got to go and look into with this stuff and plan ahead, man. It's really interesting. I love all this stuff. Big time. If you guys got anything else that you think I would like to see or the other people would like to see that we can test while we're here, let me know. We got 45 minutes. Please go enter the giveaway, guys. You got 15 more minutes. I can't drop the link over here because my stream deck's over there. You can surf on that wave. That's it. That is it. It is doing the worm, man. It was definitely doing it. Now it's doing like the Squidward now. I don't know what it's doing. It's doing a Squidward. Andy, you should sign the Harbor Freight multimeter and do a giveaway. I don't know if anybody wants my signature. I did one of those, never heard back. No. Use an O-scope, you know, and that's what we got here. Now, if you got the luxury of a $700 SPL lab, use it. It's great, man, especially with, you know, gain matching amplifiers. Speaking of which, this one right here is actually strappable. It's got an in and an out 3.5 jack to strap it. But it's nice because you can see if you're clipping visually, and that's what that is down there in the bottom is the O-scope and the actual volts, which you can do with the multimeter too, as we've seen, which is really the best way to go. If you're really banging on a budget, man, and you just kind of want to set it, you'll be good to go. You really will. Demo X SPL. It's not loaded. What are you talking about, Adam? Did you show how to tune crossover for... No, because I don't even know how to do that, to be honest, with the math. I'm sure there's math to figure out what the dB slope and what VAC, volt AC, which we've been seeing this whole time from the multimeter in this, to set it at what crossover point. That is a Blake question. I don't know that much. Honestly, what I do is I set my gain, I mess with my crossover, and if I like how it sounds, I go back and I go set my gain again to make sure I'm not clipping, at least because I'm matching 2 different amplifiers to get the most out of it before, you know, because I'm sending the most out of it. I am clipping, trust me. When I'm playing full tilt big boogie, I am clipping because I play it like that for a couple seconds. I don't play it like that all day because it would not last. It really would not last. And now that I've upgraded electrical, it seems to be not clipping as hard. And I've done tests on it, but not live, of amplifiers clipping harder with voltage drop being lower. Like, you know, more voltage drop will make the amplifier clip harder, it seems. And some cheaper ones will naturally want to clip harder compared to more expensive ones. And even with Kicker, you know, with the entry line, not even CX, but like DX, they will go past a lot further than 10% THD. And the KX, you can't really get them over 5-6%. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It is more power, but it's distortion, and that is heat, and that is not good, man. Dubby, Andy, test without bass boost on, please. With bass boost on, we can do it with bass boost. Let me know. All the sauce, BT. Play the tone you want to cut. Tune your crossover to make it... Okay, play the tone you want to cut. Tune your crossover to make it almost go away. Right, and then I feel like, you know, how much it has to go away for it to make a difference? I would say at least half. Half the AC voltage that we've been seeing on these tests here. With bass boost. Okay, cool. So, he doesn't want 10 hertz, 5 hertz. Let's go back to our, let's just do 40 hertz. I like 40 hertz. Not much below it though. Alright, so we're playing our 40 hertz. Oh man, we are still clean. That amplifier. So much headroom we got. We got 20 volts of AC of headroom on this thing. So we're never going to clip this thing. And you know, you could set it clean. You really can. And you play it within reason, you know, you're never going to have an issue with this thing. But, you know, being on a smaller driver, this is the way to go. And when you're picking out your products to go with, I would pick, you know, say you just got an L7S12 at 750 RMS. I'd get the CX1200 before I would get the 800, just to have additional headroom. And hey, maybe you want to go bigger down the road, you know, and then you can grab another 1200 and then boom, boom, you're good to go. I don't know. Lots of variables. So gain is all the way down. And that's another thing too, man. If you got a BassKnob, you know, I usually go, like with the digital ones, I'll go a little bit below, so I have headroom, you know, like in Cookie Monster. Some music is not recorded as loud, and I feel like I want to turn my gain up. So what do? I just turn this up. It's less of a difference compared to changing the sensitivity input of the amplifier. But for all these tests, this is just wide open, just so that I don't accidentally turn it up further and start clipping, because that can happen to you. So again, we're doing 40 hertz, and he wants to see it with the bass boost. I'm going to keep this up here. Demo X SPL, is that wireless BassKnob? Or yes, it is. It is an NGA. I almost said SDK NGA. I love the initials. NGA wireless BassKnob. If you go to livingloudwithandy.com, you'll see it on the main page there. NGA wireless. And all you got to do is click the link, man. He'll hook you up. All right, so we got to do this with the bass boost, right? Gain's all the way down. Crossover's wide open. That's how we want to set it. I would set your crossover for your bass at your head unit, just because you have a lot more control nowadays. You can set it at 12, 24, 36, you know, 48 slopes, you know, and have so much more control with polarity. Leave this wide open. Leave this wide open. And you don't want to do both. You don't want to do both. So what we're going to do, bass boost all the way up, 25, or just like halfway up, because this has got an 18 plus dB bass boost. It's not 12. Most are 6 or 12 a bass boost. Oops. That's the only problem with the setup, is this music won't... Oh, you know what? It does loop. I forgot I have it set like that. I got the Stream Decks over here, and it's got its own little music plugin. I forgot that does loop. I'm dumb. Sorry. I'm just double thinking. Anywho, usually they're 6 to 12 dB amount of bass boost. So this one's got 18. It'll give you all the bass boost you want. NGA technology. Test it with loudness only. You know what's funny? I don't even think this head unit has loud. It's an Alpine. It does not have loud. It has subwoofer, bass level. I mean, I could turn the bass level up on this too, and you can see, you know, we're just giving it more bass on the head unit. It shouldn't clip there just because we're raising it. It's the same thing as raising the bass boost. If the head unit is designed correctly, it's not going to just clip because you turn a equalizer portion of it up or down. And same thing with the amplifier. What happens is just when the amplifier can't produce the power either inside the head unit, that is your pre-out voltage going to the RCA's clipping, or the amplifier itself clipping because of just, you know, its inability to produce any higher of a rail voltage on the amplifier. So bass boost all the way up. Let's do it. Look, our bass boost is all the way up and our gain is all the way down, and we're already almost at the maximum of what this amplifier can do with the amount of pre-out voltage it's receiving from the head unit, the volume that it's set at. If you got an Alpine from like 2002, just set the volume to 24, bass boost all the way up and gain all the way down. 25 told you so, you could do it. So that's how you do it. But see how, like, we turn this gain up, you know, there is no more room left. You know, we are clipping. We are clipping here. And that is the problem. Where, you know, you think you have so much more. People say, oh, my gain's only halfway. My volume on my head unit's on 5 out of 40. I can turn up way more than that, bro. No, you can't. You're clipping. That's all you got. You only got so much, and you're killing your dynamics. You really are. And you know what? I bet you any money, since we have this bass boost up all the way. Let's set her clean. Not at the 450 volts, but just what she can do clean on this amplifier, which is around 48 volts AC. 49, yeah, we're good right there. Let's just try a different frequency that's not in the bass boosted range. Wow, look how that drops. Look how that drops. We're playing 56 hertz. We're down to 24 volts AC on both the multimeter and the SPL lab over there. That is insane. As you can see, it's boosting the frequencies around 40. Now look. Whoa. 34. Now we start going down. That boost is literally at 40. That boost is at 40. And then as soon as we go away from 40, it starts going down. So that's a 40 hertz bass boost right there, and that can either work great for your system or maybe not so great. It all depends, you know, what you're trying to make your system sound like, man. It really does. All right, what are we at here? 55. Man, go enter the giveaway, guys. That's a wrap. Let's go over to the front here. Do. There we go. How's that look? Multimeter there. Yeah. Good enough. There we go. Cool. Excuse me. Appreciate you guys hanging out this entire time of the show, man. You guys have been literally kicking butt. I think we got a few more minutes to enter the giveaway. Yes, you guys got 6 more minutes to enter the giveaway. Thank you guys for being here, man. Like, you guys are awesome. Basshead 30. Thanks for being here, dude. All right, let's switch these headphones. Watch how fast this is. So much better. I love it. This is the main reason why I wanted the Stream Deck, just for that switching purpose, and then it's got a lot more other stuff too, man. All right, what did you guys think? Did you learn anything? You got any questions? I mean, you know, with everything that's involved here, Kicker has a chart on their website. It literally shows you. You don't have to do the math. You know, you just have to figure out how much power you want to send it, RMS-wise, and the impedance on your amplifier, or the impedance that it will be ran at, with your multimeter that you just picked up for free at Harbor Freight, or honestly, just buy one. Just buy one. It's the best investment you'll ever have. I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th, and I've had a few of these multimeters from Harbor Freight that I've used once and thrown in the trash. They work, but they're not great, but they work. As you can see, it was showing pretty close results of what the SPL lab is doing. And again, if you're running your amplifier that's, you know, a lot bigger than your subwoofer, you're not going to clip it. you're just not going to clip it as easily. Now, you could see, like, it took a lot to make that thing start to clip when we're setting it so low. And that's why I want to stress to people, run an amplifier that's bigger than you think that you need. And then also, too, is, you know, you're running a bigger amplifier, maybe it's a little bit more efficient because it costs a little bit more. And efficiency and, you know, just how your power works, your voltage drop, all depend. You know, maybe you're going to clip a little bit later because your voltage isn't dropping as much because you've got an amplifier that's more efficient. Rabbit holes after rabbit holes, man. It really gets insane. Oh, man, I appreciate you guys. I love you. All the voltage. Yes, Sean. All the voltage. Let's see. What do you think of if Lumi? What is Lumi? Lithium? I love lithium. Teraamps head units are 100 volt output for about 2 seconds, man. I believe it. I believe it. I don't know about that one. What's going on, Chris? How you been, man? Fluke True RMS multimeter is the best, hands down. But this one kind of worked for this test, didn't it? That's the point. You know, certain things are really good at other things, and, you know, a multimeter is going to work. Now, if you have a true RMS meter, that's going to be a lot more accurate when you're trying to, you know, test for power. You know, I wouldn't even say car audio power, like home, you know, like what these multimeters I feel like are more designed for, not really car audio. They do so much more. But absolutely, man, they are really nice. But with anything, you know, you got to look at it as, hey, do I want to spend $300 on a meter, or do I spend $50 and it'll work just the same for what I'm trying to use it for? And, you know, that goes with everything in life, man. It really does. Appreciate you, Chris. Cool. See ya, Demo, XPL. Did I miss the Warhorse explode? Yes, you missed it. And that's what's crazy too, like that amplifier just sitting there without a load. Some amps are not really good for that. Like they don't like that too much because the way they're built, man. I don't know. Bobby B says, Andy, what if I'm being lazy? Use a DD1 and a CC1. You know, and the DD1 is going to do the same thing as the SPL Lab and show you distortion. But it's not going to show you the volts AC. Now, I would use it in conjunction with a multimeter so that you can see and do the math, your power times the resistance, and then the square root of that. And that's all you have to do. It's that simple. And as you can see, you can try different things to get a little bit more power out of it. But again, it's making your amplifier more sensitive and with a little bit less dynamics. It's just inherently so. The lower your gain is on your amplifier, the more dynamics that you, well, I wouldn't say the more dynamics, but more potential by dynamics rather than limiting yourself by turning the sensitivity so high, reducing the dynamics. That's the way to put it. Thank you, Bobby B, for being here, man. Larry Keller, come on, man. All right, let's see what else I missed. Anything else crazy? I like Loud Fiat's meter too, man. But he wasn't looking at it. He just wasn't looking at it. Man, I need to pull those up. Where are all my little things at? There we go.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
That's the main reason why I wanted the Stream Deck. Just so I can just do things. Whatever I want to, you know, just have fun. All right, let's get to the giveaway. Let's start. How do we do that thing? It starts with an R and ends with a D. Again, guys, go into the description if you want to learn more about how to do this. Down for Sound blog, you'll see a few of my things on there. This is not mine, but a very well written essay about how to do this and just the whole 9 yards of the steps of what exactly I did. And, you know, just learn. Input. You know, you can't get enough input, man. You really can't. And then again, the kicker chart, I will link this in the description. I forgot to throw that in there. Kicker.com. All you have to do is go into any of the amplifiers, CX line, and you will find it right below the actual manual for that amplifier, and it says power chart. But I will leave the link in the description for this as well. Man. And before we end everything, William, Sean, Sean and Sean, I love you guys. If you're not already part of the Kicker Club, go join. You're missing out. I mean, you're watching a Kicker show. Go join Kicker Club. Kicker Build of the Week, Randy Schaffner. 4 L7Xs in this big SUV. I think it looked awesome. Man, that is one big box and one big port. I'll tell you this. I don't care how it sounds, but it's going to get loud. It's going to get loud. It's going to get loud. It's awesome. I appreciate you guys. All right, let me get to work here. And what's cool is, because we could be fancy like this, so you don't have to hear like silence. Watch this. Riggedy, rig. Let me know if that's too loud, the background music. I just have it cranked all the way up. 211! You gotta wait. Same. Dan! Hi, Dan! I hope you entered the giveaway, man. Knobs to the right. All right, let me get these winners here checked off. Oopsie doopsie. There we go. Input. I'm dying. No. Man, lots of bots trying to get in here. Finally! No way. Oh yeah. I'll turn that down just a little bit there. Thanks for bearing with me. And the trolling begins. All right. Let me pull up that. There we go. Now I can see some of these comments, but not too many because I'm going to have to be going back, forth, writing these names down here. Okay, cool. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do was delete the old ones, but that's not a problem. You know, I wish I could see the comments. I asked StreamYard to do this. I asked them to schedule, so I can schedule scheduling posts. They said they're working on it, but I wish I could see comments and brands and banners at the same time, so I don't miss the comments while I'm typing this in. Oh. You know, I feel like someone from New York wins like twice a month. Rigged. John K won last week. That's right. He got the EB400s. How cool is that? Aurora, huh? That's a pretty town. Sounds pretty. RVH won the Bullfrog 100 last week, and I'm typing it in and saying grammatical error. So RVH is not, it's not a name. Sorry, buddy. You may have to change it. Robert Van Hoy! All right, first. Ooh. Oh, I know this guy. I mean, I know a lot of you guys. I mean, you know, but like, know this guy? Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Boom. All right, let's do it. We're good. The rigging is ready. Aurora's the city of Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. Cornut wins again. Oh, man. You know, he knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Less talky, more choosy, Andy. Come on, 25. Come on, man. Deer, if I win, it's rigged. I know a deer has just been tuning in recently, and yeah, I mean, for the people that come back, maybe we'll, you know, rig it a little bit here. No, we keep it nice and even for you folks. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's get to it. Got the comments over here. Do not forget to smash the like on your way out. We got 62 viewers and 55 likes. I love you guys. Let's get to the winners. So, third place, you get, what do you get? The Kicker tumbler and the swag pack with the t-shirt and the koozies, the lanyards, the whole nine. Oh, where'd it go? I'm in banners. There we go. Wrong one. Bear with me here. There we go. I want that there. Okay. Third place goes to Peter C. from New York. Congratulations, Peter. Check your email for a message from Bill Frog. Social Kicker will be emailing you. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Second place goes to, with the EB400s and swag pack, Jacina C. Jacina C. in Aurora, Colorado. Again, you will get an email from Bill. Congratulations, and thank you so much for watching Kicking with Andy, Kicker Unmasked, Kicker for the Win, the whole nine. You know the deal. Thank you so much. And first place, we do two first places here. The Unmasked does one, we do two, because Kicker's awesome. Thank you. First place, the Bullfrog 100. Where's that at? Oh, it's over there, and the camera's not panned over there. Actually, well, this camera is, but it's not at the right angle. Darn it. That amp's still going. All right, so you get the Bullfrog 100 and the entire swag pack, the Kicker Unmasked t-shirt. First place goes to, oh, I just hit edit instead of enter. Adrian F. from Houston, Texas. Congratulations. I think that's the Adrian that I know. Congratulations, man. It is rigged. No. 25 goes rigged. Speaking of rigged, 25 got the 50% off discount code and the Living Loud with Andy 6K t-shirt. When we get that done, you'll get that in like a week or so. 25, I'm going to need your address, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to need it. You're going to get it all, man. And congratulations. You get to get the Living Loud with Andy Kicker 50% off discount code. Thank you so much via Kicker. 25. You know how to do it, man. You're always there, always saying, make it rain.
Make it rain.
Hit it, Michael.
Peace. Congratulations, 25. You will enjoy that, sir. And congrats, 25, finally. Wait, he's got 2 coupons? Are you kidding me? It is definitely rigged. He has to use it separately. Bubba is the coupon enforcer. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Thank you, TJ Chowders. Thank you for being here, man. Gregory, Bo Stokes, Anson, what is up? Thank you, man, for tuning in. We're going to have to get you on here one of these times, man. David, Tommy, Barry Dunmeyer, Sean. Man, we got a lot of people on Kicker Club. I love you guys. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Ashy. We love Ashy. John loves Ashy too, man. We all do. Thank you for being here, and thank you for celebrating my 6K 1,000 member milestone. And congratulations, everyone that won tonight, and congratulations to everybody that didn't win. You're all winners because you get this content for free, and you get Kicker swag for free because Kicker is awesome, and there's always next week. And thank you guys so much for being here. You missed a lot, Adrian, and you just won. You just won. Let me pull it up. The first place prize tonight. That's why you have to stay tuned the entire show. I'm gonna have to re-rig that one. Nope. All right, we'll just give that one to 25. Just kidding. We don't do that here. We keep it legit. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Jason Stokes, I never got the 2 pairs of EB400s or the email, but the L7X and SDK Enclosure was an awesome win. Well, I'll look it up. I'll see what's going on. I'll chat with you in the Discord, and then I'll talk to Bill. Appreciate you, man. I'm the buffer for Bill, man. I am definitely the buffer. Congratulations. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. Alan, I love you, man. I hope you've been well. Thank you for being here. Oh, 6K giveaway time. 25 gets it, Bobby. He gets it. As the official LLwA with Andy tech support, can I get a custom color? Ooh, we can do that. We can do that, SJC, just for you, man. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I can sit here and talk to you all night. I usually do in the Discord too. And the after party, link in bio. Love you guys. If you have any questions about the stuff, link in description with the Down for Sound link of this whole tutorial of what we did today. If you learned something, smash the like. And man, I just hope you guys had fun tonight. I know I had a blast. Like, this was awesome, you know. 70 people this entire time, and to be able to you just share the information, it's awesome. I love you guys, and I will see you Friday. And as always, I'll see you at the Caboose. And stay living loud. This was Kicking It with Andy.
Let's get it.
With Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy,
Uh-oh.
kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy, kicking it with Andy,
Okay. I see what we're doing. Kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud. Hey, yo, we kicking it with Andy at the house. He's coming to you live from the casting couch. He's a kicker freak. Hey, yo, what you think? So grab a seat and get your favorite drink. Don't go nowhere, you'll be glad you waited. Andy content comes highly rated. He got more hits than a Brooklyn mobster, doing hair tricks in the Cookie Monster. Straight give you goosebumps like you ticklish. Hey yo, rest in peace to Chris the Fish. So get your popcorn, Andy's going live, but the show don't start till Deviant arrives. What?
John K. broke up to learn some sound effects. You met the good peeps, now we chillin', relax. The after show is lit, yo, check the live chat. And in the clips, you wanna try that. Kicking it with Andy is such a dope show. He stays super positive and a super chill bro. Making us laugh with his McGill memes. Quality content in all of his streams. Why does Cookie Monster bang harder than a wall? Cause he was the big brand name that started it all. Kick a bass so low that it's messing with your psyche. Y'all running sketchin' while my homie running Nike. My homie running Nike. My homie running Nike. My homie running Nike.
Love you guys.
Hey, yo, Johnny. Have a seat, relax.
I'll see you at the caboose.
Yeah. Hey, yo, check me out. Third verse like that, we say the best for last. Drop a super chat to get your questions asked. 5K subs, yo, he gon' hit. Got a L7X and a Recon kit. Tuesday and Friday, yo, we on the set. Unless he get that Patreon check, go ahead, subscribe, and he's on the mic. If you gotta run by, please hit the like. Solo and Wiz got that fish tank filled, but is he ever gonna finish that Walmart build? Ain't got a witness, so we'll never know. That was 3 minutes, now enjoy the show. Let's go.
My homie running Nike.
Hey, yo, Andy. Love you, boy. Keep doing your thing, King. You got this.
My homie running Nike.
What the heck is that noise? You guys hear that? What is that? Is that the caboose? Love you guys!